Okay, folks, I think we're live. It may be just a few seconds away, but I'm pretty sure we're live now. So if you can just let me know that you can see the screen and you can hear my voice, and we'll get on with this. I want to show you how to build a list quickly today, because really there are only two things you need to learn to do well to make a fortune online. And one is build a list, and the second is learn to communicate with the list. And you can't do the second part until you've done the first part. But as soon as you started building your list, you need to learn to communicate with it, with the people that are on that list, build rapport with those people. So if you can let me know if you can see the screen and hear my voice, and we can proceed. Okay, let me just. Okay, thanks, George. You can see and you can hear. That's good. Okay. So what I want to do then is just to run through this. I get a lot of people that ask me, how do I build my list? How do I get this? How do I sponsor people? How do I recruit people into my business? How do I make sales? And it all starts with building a list. If you're not building a list, you don't have a business. Let me get to the slides, sorry. Okay, why build a list? Because if you've no list, you've no business. It's possible to make little bits of money here and there online without building a list or without having a website, but you're not going to build a business, a sustainable long-term business that's going to bring you the income that will fulfill your dreams unless you do these two things, and that's build a list and learn to communicate with that list. So the list is where the big money is made, and it's made by building rapport with the list. But you've got to have the list in place first. You can't build rapport with somebody you've never met, somebody that you're not in communication with. So you've got to start getting people into your list, and you will get people that'll drop out. And that's no big deal. We only want people on our list that are interested in what we've got to say to them. We only want people on our list that we can help out. We only want people on our list that we can be of service to, because if we can't be of service to them, if we can't help them solve their problems, then they are never going to buy from us. And if they don't buy from us, we're not going to make any money. And that's what business is about. It's about making sales to make a profit. And that is whether you're online or offline. So you need to build your list. Now, the usual way to build a list is by, here we go, having a free offer, and you'll send solo ads is the fastest way to build a list. You do solo ads to a free offer. People opt in to get the free offer. You can also use other types of ads. You can use banner ads. You can use pay-per-click advertising, and all sorts of different ways to get people to see your free offer. And once they've seen your free offer, then if it's a good offer, they'll say, okay, I'll trade you my email address for whatever it is you're giving me. And generally speaking, you'll get around 30% of the people that see your offer opting in. So if you send 100 clicks to your website promoting your free offer, your lead capture page, your squeeze page, whatever you want to call it, you should be getting 30 people opting into your list. Now, a lot of people don't understand about the value of a list. And the value of a list, as you build rapport with your list, is ongoing. And people expect to put out a solo ad, and they might spend, let's suppose you're getting clicks for 50 cents with a solo ad, and you say, okay, we'll have 200 click solo ad, and that costs you $100. And so you get around about 60%, 60 people opting in, 30% of 200, it's about 60 people opt in. So you've got 60 people on your list, but it's cost you $200. So those leads have cost you, what is it, $1.30 each, is it? Something like that anyway. So people expect those people that have opted into their list for some free offer to immediately buy things and get them into a profit situation, and they're going to start making money hand over fist. And that's not going to happen, because those people don't know you. They don't know you, and they don't like you, and they don't trust you. It's not that they dislike you, it's just that they've not had a chance to get to know you. They don't really know what you're going to do for them, how you're going to help them. So you've got to make that clear to them. So you've got to be prepared to put some cash out there to get people into your list. And once they're in your list, then you build that rapport. And rapport doesn't mean going to the same places or having the same things for breakfast. It simply means building that trust with your list, letting them know that you're a real person, that you're interested in their success, and you're there to help them. And once you've established that with them, and they're prepared to admit that they have problems, and then you can say, okay, this is the best way to solve that problem. And sometimes there'll be free solutions, and sometimes there'll be paid solutions, and they won't mind as long as it solves the problem for them. So this is the usual way. What's the advanced way? Let's just take a look at a more advanced way of doing this. Okay, solo ads or other ads to a free offer, and you're going to get 30% opt-in. What's so advanced about that? Because it looks the same to me. Well, the difference is you can do this in a viral way. The difference is in the offer. You can use things that you're giving away that will help leverage your list building. Two very good ones are Siphon.com and FiveFigureDay.com, and these are two that I've used extensively in the past, and they're both systems built by a guy called Brian Winters, and they're very, very good. And what they enable you to do is not only obtain opt-ins to your list from the people that you personally get to click on your link and join your offer. I'll show you these sites in a minute, but they also add the people from the people that you introduce to your list. And so it's this sort of two-tier system. You introduce 10 people who introduce 10 people. That means there's 100 people introduced on that second level, and they're all going into your list. So for introducing 10 people, you've actually now got 110 people, because they've all introduced 10 people each. So you've got 110 people on your list, and that makes list building a lot faster, a lot better, a lot more productive. You've got more people coming in all the time. The problem with it is not everybody that takes up the free offer is going to use it, even though it's crazy not to, a lot of people won't. So if you introduce, let's suppose you do that 200 solo ad and you get 60 people opting in, that's 60 people on your list. So you've got 60 people in either of these two systems, and they have the same opportunity as you, and they can go out and do solo ads. But probably only about 9 or 10 of them are really going to do very much with it. But even if those 9 or 10 do the same thing, let's suppose it was 10, just for convenience sake, they go out and they get 60 people each. That's another 600 people in your list. So instead of having 60, you'll have 660. And 9 or 10 of them will be people that are active, people that are serious on your first level, and you'll have maybe 100 people that are serious on your second level. So you'll have 660 in your list, but you'll have maybe 100 people that are seriously looking to build businesses online. And with those 100 people, you can build rapport, and those 100 people are going to be interested in you solving their problems. And if you solve their problems, they'll be happy to pay you. So that's the difference. It may look the same, but one of them is viral, one of them isn't. So these are the two that I've been talking about, and I want to just show you those programs now. I should have them ready. Let me see if I can find them for you. I may be in the back offices of them because I was looking for the links for you. Got to find out where we are here first so that I can come out of screen share, and then we can look for there we go. This is Siphon. This is in the members area of Siphon. So what I'll do is I'll just copy this link here. There is a free membership for Siphon, and there is a paid membership. Paid membership, you become an extreme member, and there are things, additional benefits you get. But it can be totally free. And this is what your site looks like. He said, yeah, there you go. It's got an introductory video on it, which we don't need to play. I can stop that. This is a great system. I've not been promoting very much of anything online recently. And so I've not been promoting Siphon, but even so, I still get leads coming in to Siphon. And it's free. People can join free, and when they join, they get into a members area like this, and they're encouraged to get the paid version, which is not very expensive. I can't remember how much it is, and become extreme member for extra benefits that are available. So that's Siphon. And then there is the other one, which is, let's come out of this. I'll talk a little bit more about them in a moment. There we go. Come out of this one. And if we go into I don't see it there. Bear with me a second. Let's just, that's Siphon. Where is this one then? Okay. we've got got that here now. Let me just get the screen share going for that. Okay, so this is inside the member area of 5 Figure Day, and that has links in, where are we? And you'll see that it's a similar sort of thing. Here we go. We can copy that and paste it. And then anybody that joins takes up this free website here, which will, well, which it doesn't want to load. This Malwarebytes program is causing me a lot of problems. Anyway, it's pretty much the same. Let's see if it'll, no, because that won't work because I'm in a different thing. It's pretty much the same. And you've got the links. I'll put the links in for you. It's a free system, except that this one has different products that you can sell through it, and it creates different web pages for different things. So you have a number of different websites, a number of different squeeze pages constantly created for you. So there's always something fresh for you to advertise. So this is a little bit of a progression from the Siphon website. Let me get back to where we were. And stop that screen share and go back to here. Okay, those are 2 links there, which I'll copy and paste into the chat section. And if you're watching the replay of this, I'll put them beneath the replay in the www.soap.com/live website. So those are 2 systems there that both created by Brian Winters, both very good, that have both made me a lot of money and generated massive leads for me. Let me get back to the presentation area. Here we go. Now, those allow you to build through 2 levels, but there's an even newer version, and it's called My Funnel Empire. And this is a link for that, which I'll copy. He said, I don't know what I've done there. Let's make this a bit smaller so it's all on one line. Okay, and then we can copy that. And I'll put that in. Now this does a similar sort of thing. Put this in the chat section as well. Once again, it's a site that you can give away. We can have a look at it later on if need be, but essentially it's the same. It's a free site that you can give away. And within this site, there are 5 offers that people can also join, which will be sold on their behalf on autopilot for them. So not only do you build a list through 2 levels, but you also get commissions on any upgrades that come through the website. But this is what is really, really, really interesting, because here we've talked about building through 2 levels, 10, or let's suppose you bring in 100 people, you get 100 people opting in, taking up this free website with you. Out of 100 people, you're going to get roughly 14 that are going to, these are numbers that I know that have been proven to me for years, since days before the internet in the home business industry. About 1 in 7 people will start to do something worthwhile. So out of 100 people, you'll get around 14 people that'll start doing something. So if those 14 people bring in 100 people, that's 1,400 people on level 2. So you've got this big 1,400 plus the 100 you brought in, 1,500 people. But what if you could build through unlimited levels? And that's what is available to you. That's what is available to you here. And this is my blog, and I'm going to go to my blog now, because you can get the same system as we're talking about here in My Funnel Empire, but you can become a founder member so that the system's yours. You see, what's happened here is Brian Winters gave these systems away, and they made a lot of people money, and they built a lot of people big lists, and I was one of them. But they did even better for him, because he had control of everybody that came through the system, and everybody that came through the system through unlimited levels got added on to Brian's list. So he built lists of millions of people rather than thousands of people. And that's what this will allow you to do. It'll allow you to take this system as a founder and have exactly the same benefits that Brian's been getting in the past with his systems. You take this, you use it, you operate it, and everybody that comes in through your system gets added to your list. So if you had 1,400 on level 2, and there were, let's say there were only 10 out of every 100 that did anything instead of 14. That'd be 140 people that went out and got another 100 people. So that's 14,000. And if only 10% of those went out and got 10 people, you see where we're coming from. And then if 10% of those went out and got 10 people, it's growing exponentially. It's massive. It's, I don't know whether I've got a graphic for this sort of thing here. Let me see if I can find something here. It works in the same way if you're familiar with multi-level marketing systems and how they build, and how you can build literally millions of people I'm just looking for a graphic that'll show something like this. Here, this one will work. Copy image. Get back to here. Let's get a blank one and we'll paste. There we go. You can see here, even if you only had one person, this is showing like 2 people getting 2 people. So you go out and you get 2 people and they get 2 people each and they get 2 people each. And it shows how many people are involved in this. Now, nobody that's serious is only going to introduce 2 people into their list. So if you multiply these figures out, you can see the potential, because you're going to be getting these people that are coming in all the way down to infinity. And your list is going to grow by this massive, massive, massive amount. And that is what's going to happen. You're going to have to put some work in. You're going to have to get the ball rolling. You're going to have to prime the pump, because it's not going to work on its own. You've got to start putting the people in. And as I say, only about 1 in 7 are really going to do anything. So the more people you put in 100 people, you can expect around about 14 to do something. You put in a couple of 100 people and you're going to get twice as many. You're going to get 28 people doing something. So the more you put in to start with, the more this is going to grow. But once it starts growing, once you start getting those serious people, and you might have to put in 300, 400, 500 before it starts taking on a life of its own. But once it does, it's something you can't stop. Your list will just keep on growing exponentially. And with it, your income will grow exponentially. And that is what's available here. And if I come to, let's go to my blog page for that, because I don't think it's fully explained on the blog page in as powerfully as it can be, but it gives you all the links you need. Stop screen share, and then we screen share to here. Okay, so this is my blog page. And this is, it gives you a look inside the back office of MyFunnel Empire, and it's fully customizable. You can make this into your own, you can whitelist it and give it away as your own program. To build a program like this, I've never actually built something quite like this, but I've built things that have been similar. And if you could do it for $30,000, you would be getting a really good deal, I'm telling you. I doubt that you could build it for $30,000. You can get this for a snip. I think at the moment you can get it for $77, I think it is. Let me put the link in here. Okay, and that's a link to my blog. And as I go back here, I'll just show you. It's really as simple as this. You activate the machine. You get in and you say, yeah, okay, I'll have it. It's free. As a founder member, of course, it's not free. You're going to pay, I think it's $77 for the lower. I got 5 of these sites and I got them for $40 each, roughly. But if you buy in just one site, you can get just one site. I'm not sure whether it's customizable at $77, but it's fully customizable at the next level, definitely, which is just over $100, I think. And then you give away your viral websites and you collect leads and commissions on autopilot. And there's a video here that takes you inside the back office. It shows you how things work. It's really, really simple to set up. It's absolutely newbie friendly. you can get access to the free system here, which is the one that you'll be giving away to get people onto your list, and that should come up anyway. And there you go. This once again, it's got a video here explaining it. You can either have this time warning on or not, as you choose. You can change the logo if you want. You can change the background. You can change everything about the site. You can even change the video and put your own video on if you want. And people say, okay, I'll have it, it's free. And they enter their email address in and a password, and they get into their back office, and they can then start giving away free sites. And as they do, they'll be building a list, and the people that they introduce that give away free sites, they'll get credit for over 2 tiers. But you're going to get everybody that comes in through your system as a founder member. This is yours. You can make it look how you want. You can make it, you can leave it the same, or you can make it look however you want. But all the machinery behind the scenes is working for you, and everybody that comes in to your system is going to go into your email list. And it's a snip at whatever it costs. And I think it's, I can probably find the page for it. I go back here. Oh, that's for GetResponse. Maybe I haven't even got a link into it. Oh yeah, click here to make it happen. You'll have to go through squeeze pages here, I think. Yeah. Somewhere I can find. I think this link here will take us to the page, and we'll get the prices for you. Here we go. Let me stop this video. These are launch prices. Yeah, 77. You can get this system for, and it'll build your list through unlimited levels. It doesn't have the customization. You have to leave it as it is, which is fine. I mean, I'm running one of these at the moment. I've got a couple more that are customized, which I haven't started promoting yet, but I'm running one of these at the moment, just exactly as it comes, as you will get here. And it's already got me in profit. I think together with the sales that I've made, all the sales, if you add them all together from the different bits and pieces in there, I think they're up to about $350 or $400 at the moment. And I've not done any paid promotion yet. I've just not had time to set anything up. And it cost me $197 because I got this diamond level thing. This makes it fully customizable if you want to change things around, and that's now $97. It's going to up to $197. I think it's going to go up to these prices pretty quickly, $397, $197, and $97. And I think it'll go up from there because it's a steal at this price. I've got to be honest with you, it's an absolute steal, even at these crossed out prices. But for until the launch period runs out, which is another 8.5 days, you can get these really low prices. It's something you really ought to be thinking and considering seriously. And you can get the links here. I'm just wondering if I've got a GetResponse. I'm bringing these in through GetResponse. Yeah, I have. So I'll show you GetResponse account, and this is bringing in as I say, there's no paid advertising or anything at the moment. This has just been a few Facebook posts and stuff. Stop screen share here, and we can go to screen share again here, I think. Yep, and there you can see it. This has brought in 68 leads for me so far, and I think those are all. I don't think people have had the chance. The people have joined this within the last day or two, and people have not had the chance yet to start promoting. So you're not even seeing the viral part of this yet. But I'll be doing some paid advertising in the very near future. I'll bump this up to 500 or 600, and by that time it'll start taking on a life of its own. I know from running his previous system, Siphon, what it can do. And what this is going to do is going to be absolutely huge, because, as I say, it's going through all those different layers, all those different levels. So there we go. That's what I wanted to share with you, how to build your list, how to get some leverage into your list building, because until you've got a list, you can't start building that rapport. You can't start building those relationships. And until you build those relationships, you're not going to make sales. You're not going to get people into your business. You're not going to get the income that you're looking for. You've got to take those 2 steps. And as soon as you've got people coming into your list, whether it's 1 person or 10 people, then you've got to start that communication process with them. And you don't do it all by automated emails. You get in touch with them and you send them messages and you get them to know you. And some very successful marketers get very personal. Shakir O'Neal Hussain, thinking of the basketball player, Shakir Hussain, friend of mine. I mean, he's made about $10 million online, and he's done it nearly all through email marketing. And he gets really, he tells people his life story in his emails that he sends out. He tells them what his love life's doing, where he's traveling to, what he's doing, what's going on. And he is very, very successful. Sarah Starr, another friend of mine, she's here in England as well. Once again, she tends to be a bit chatty. She talks about something that's happened to her and how that's reflected on what's been going on. She's very good at it. I'm really pretty poor at it. Fortunately, I've got massive lists because I've been online since 1998, I think it was, when I started making money online. So I've been making money online for a good few years and been building lists over, and I've got lists of hundreds of thousands of people, and I don't mail them all the time. Maybe I should. What I really need to do, what I've been intending to do for the past 2 or 3 years, is just clean them all up, get them all out, cleaned up, and put them all into one system, because I've got them in different autoresponders all over the place. So, however, that's what you need to do. You need to get personal. You don't have to be personal with them. You don't have to tell them your life story, but stories are good. Stories sell. So if you can tell them, what you're doing or how you've made a sale. People are always wondering, how did you get people to join your business? How did you make a sale? How did you top that leaderboard? I mean, people see me at the top of leaderboards for affiliate products and things. I always get them finding me on Facebook, and I'm not on Facebook much, so they only get my VA. But they're asking, how do you do it? How do you get there? And so they get a pre-formatted message saying, if you want to learn, You can get on the free webinars, or you can pay for his one-on-one coaching, this sort of thing. But people want to know these things. They want to know, how did you do it? And you can tell them once you, even if it's only a case of, I introduced 10 people into my list yesterday. 10 people a day, 300 a month. 300 a month is 3,600 a year. That's a pretty good list. If you can just stick with that, you know, 10 people a day for a year, you will probably be making somewhere between $2,000 and $5,000 a year at the end of that year, if you do things right, if you build that rapport. It's not going to happen overnight. We're not talking about overnight riches, but this system will speed it up massively. Because if you're putting in 10 a day, you're going to find people that will also put in 10 a day. And they're going to find people that will put in 10 a day. And they're going to find people that will put in 10 a day. And they're going to find people that will put in 10 a day. And it's not going to happen all at once. But when it does, you're just going to explode your business. Your lists are going to just start filling with people, so many people. You're going to have so many subscribers on your list that you can contact. And that is where the money is. That is where all the top earners online make their money, through the list. And this is the best way I know of building your list, and it's there. So if you've not got it yet, my advice is go out and get it. Go out and get it as a founder member. I don't know whether he's going to leave this founder membership available for an unlimited amount of time. I don't know. My feeling is he's probably going to pull it at some stage. But I certainly know it's going to go up in price. You can get it at the launch prices now. It's once only payment, it's not a subscription. And as I say, $77, and start giving away your sites. And just do it every day. If you can only give away 10 sites a day, like I say, at the end of the month, you've got 300 people in. You're probably going to have 20 people that are going to start getting serious and start giving 10 sites a day away. Okay? Those 20 people giving 10 sites away, you know, a day, it's 200 a day extra going into your list in month 2. It's going to build massively. Sometimes it'll be slow to get started. Sometimes it will seem to stall, and you're going to have to give it a push by getting a few more new people and get some fresh blood in there. Sometimes it's going to go really well and go boom, boom, boom. But it's the way forward for you to get a big list built quickly. Any questions? Any questions? If we don't have any questions, then we're going to leave it at that. Thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate you, and just do it. God bless.